welcome to the late arrivals. Talking to your old friends, were you? Nothing wrong with that. I'm a fellow old Woodhouseian like yourselves. I was here from 2001 to 2003, in between Christ College and Essex University, where I studied psychology. As soon as I got to university, I started performing in various capacities. The academic side of my degree took a backseat, and I've spent the last 10 years as a jack-of-all-trades entertainer, which I look forward to telling you about today, and discussing the role that Woodhouse has played in shaping my life and my career, and how you too can use your time here and the memories formed to help shape your lives in turn. Like I say, my degree wasn't the main focus of my time at university. This approach to studenthood worked out well for me, but I would not recommend it to many people. So unless you're already committed to a career in which academia is irrelevant, please enjoy my story, but don't let me influence you too much. Since graduating, I've worked almost exclusively as an entertainer, performing a number of jobs, all of which can trace their roots back to my time at university. But if Essex was the infancy of my career, Woodhouse was the embryonic stage. It nurtured me, developed the fetal structure my life was to take, and delivered me kicking, screaming, crying, and spitting blood into adulthood. I refer here to the time when I stood out by the hickory tree on the last day of A-level and beat myself up in front of half the school with a 6-foot inflatable hammer, chokeslammed myself into the mud and ripped my shirt into shreds whilst spitting out pink blood from a magic capsule while bewildered onlookers just wished that it was 2008 so they could record me on their phones. Yes, when I think back over my Woodhouse days, it is with a balance of fondness and embarrassment. Christ College did very, very little for me. Academically, socially, developmentally, and extracurricularly. I went into Christ College an enthusiastic, intelligent 11-year-old, and came out at 16 sapped of the will to live. No new hobbies, skills, ambition, faith in the education system, or proper friends except for those who joined me here. But this institution was a fresh start for me to carve out a path that I had some control over. While many of my actions during my time here could only really be fairly described as unbridled extroversion without a trace of dignity or discretion, they showed me that the stage was where I wanted to spend my working life, and I just had to earn my space on it. Here, you're encouraged to pursue your own interests or to discover new ones, whatever they may be. The college is likely to accommodate all of your interests, be it sporting, religious, academic, music, artistic, or just socializing as much as possible. Here, once you've proven yourself worthy of joining the college's alumni, you have a voice. You're encouraged to be an individual, express your opinion, contribute to our self-contained society, and blend in or stand out from the crowd in whatever way and to whatever extent is most befitting to you. Coming here from Christ College really made me appreciate the teaching standards at Woodhouse. Do we have any other Christ College alumni here? Not many of you? Obviously Woodhouse's standards have improved in the last 10 years. I learned more in my first term here than in the previous 5 years. One of my A-levels here was psychology, where I had the single greatest teacher of my 20-year education, and she introduced me to the subject that would develop into my career. Another teacher in another institution might not have made the brain so enthralling, and in an alternative reality, I could very easily be standing here telling you about my life as a chimney sweep, or a professional basketball player, or a supermodel. Hey, watch it. While learning about all the things that came with the course, I started picking up on and interpreting body language signals for the first time. That's a skill which has become the centerpiece of my repertoire now. I'm going to demonstrate a bit of mind reading on someone today. Would anyone like to volunteer to come and help me? Right to front. To my I'm Ben, nice to meet you. What's your name? Marshall. Marshall, I'd like you to do is think of someone famous, dead or alive, any time in history, as long as there's a fair chance that I've heard of it, and you'd imagine most people in the room will have heard of this person. Anyone you want to, and write the name down on the back of my invaluable business card. That's fine. Okay. Hi, Marshall. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to work out who Marshall's putting down by reading his body language and using all information at my disposal to my advantage. If you knew who was writing down, I might be able to read off you. So I'll take the card. Thank you. So we're all in the same boat at the moment. Happy? You can't see through it. Marshall, step forward for me. Are you right-handed? I'll take your right hand. I'm going to talk to you. Whatever I ask you, you're going to say no. Okay? I'm going to read your face, your voice, and your pulse, work out when you're lying, and try to deduce who you've written down, get on the right path. So whatever I say to you, you say no. Do you understand? Correct. Your name is Marshall.
No.
You went to Woodhouse.
No.
Christ College is worse than Woodhouse. You're clean shaven.
No.
Blonde.
No.
20.
No.
Okay. The person you put down. Look at me. The person you put down is a man.
No.
A woman.
No.
Is a living man. It's a man though, and he's dead.
No.
Alive. He's British.
No.
American. I'll just give you a point to focus on for a second. Hold on. So I need you to keep the person in mind. See it on the back of my card. Visualize the name as you wrote it on the back of my card. The person you put down, we were on, it's a man who is dead and British. Dead British man, dead American in show business. American in show business. An actor. Dead American actor. Dead American singer. Yeah? So he's the lead singer of a band. Solo artist. Dead American solo artist. Died in 20th century. 21st century, the last 10 years, last 15 years. His big name, talking one of the biggest names in musical history. Are we looking like Elvis, Frank Sinatra, Michael Jackson? What up there? It's Michael Jackson. I have a gift for you, Marshall. We're just going to check our work first. Michael Jackson, the card is not see-through. There you go. Thank you, Marshall. Good work, Marshall. It usually takes me a couple more minutes. So that's quite an advanced mind reading effect. The basics of which I started developing just in the corridor around the corner. So while Woodhouse saw my baby steps to performance, it was university that gave me the opportunity to perform on a range of platforms without having to create them myself in the mud, and thus where I harnessed my extroversion. At university, I started to entertain. I joined all the entertainment-based societies in Freshers' Week. I became active in them, and opportunities just started opening up for me straight away, as they tend to when you put yourself out there. By the end of my first year at university, I presented over 100 hours of radio. I started performing stand-up comedy, directed a Monty Python sketch showcase in the campus theatre, was DJing in clubs on campus on Friday and Saturday night, became the university's quizmaster, and started dabbling in the art of mentalism, which is the form of magic involving the reading and influencing of minds, which I will demonstrate further now. Anyone else like to come and help me out? Lady at the back. Straight up, first come, first serve. Oh, see that? Sarah, Ben, nice to meet you. Sarah, I demonstrated earlier the interpretation of body language with Marshall. I'm going to do the opposite effect on you, Sarah. Just come a little further forward. Sarah, tell me, have you ever seen an invisible deck of cards? Is the correct answer, can start. I've got one in my pocket. Take the deck for me, please, Sarah, and shuffle the cards up. Very nice. Sarah, can you take them out of the box first, please? Thank you. take out the card, don't look at it, just place it on that invisible table which you could have used before. But look at me, Sarah. You could have picked any card in the deck, okay? Could have been red, like a heart or a diamond, could have been black, possibly a spade, might have been a club. Could be an odd number, like a 3, 5, 7, 9, or even like a 2, 4, 6, might be a 6, possibly a 6, an 8, or a 10. Or it might have been a picture card, like a jack, queen, okay? Could be a queen, might be a king or an ace. Have a look at your card. Just that. Yeah? Happy with it?
Sure.
Nice and loud, tell everyone what you picked.
3 of clubs?
Sure?
Yeah.
Take the 3, turn it upside down, put it back in the deck, shuffle the cards up, put them back in the box, toss them in my pocket. Thank you. On the count of 3, the magic words, please. Woodhouse rocks. 1, 2, 3. Woodhouse rocks. Sure does. With a bit of luck, you'll like this. As the deck becomes real, amazing, right? Thank you. Well done, Sarah. Hold on. So don't sound impressed. We'll have a look at the cards. There should be one card facing the opposite direction to the rest of the deck. Watch my hands carefully, make sure there's no subtle movement, no sleight of hand. And remind everyone nice and loud you pick the ace of spades.
Oh, okay. 3 of clubs.
Take that card out, show it to everyone.
3 of clubs.
3 of clubs, all right. All right. So that's a mild form of hypnosis called waking hypnosis, where you implant a card or another suggestion using body language and signals and getting a measure of how best to implant the chosen card in your volunteer. Again, just shows how far things that start here can develop if you give them due time and attention and practice. After graduating university, I unsuccessfully pursued a career as a radio presenter while entertaining in other capacities on the side. So in this period of my life I was doing kids' parties, performing magic in Harrods, playing Santa or an ugly sister in pantomime, and the ever-challenging pursuit of appearing on TV game shows. Credits to my name including being a former Countdown and Chase champion. As it happens, my most high-profile TV appearance is actually due to air at the end of this month. I can't really talk about it at the moment, but if you'd like to find out what I'm going to be on, Fernando's, drop me a message. Please keep that off social media. 30th of January. So once I gave up my futile struggle to enter radio, I started performing in Thompson family hotels abroad. I was running daytime activities, writing quizzes, hosting game shows, singing, doing lots of random stupid stuff. This was a really turbulent time for me. I was being paid about £600 a month and working over 80 hours a week. I met some of the most adorable and magnificent people I could ever hope to work with, but just as many loathsome self-worshipping banshees. It was such a graft, but it really helped me to learn about the industry and get a measure of my skills, while giving me access to a couple of hundred different people each week, which was invaluable in allowing me to fine-tune my mind reading and develop the effects which I base my career around and have been demonstrating for you today. When I think back to what a challenge this lifestyle was, I know that my education was fundamental in equipping me for it. If I'd spent the full 7 years at Christ College, it would have left me with no social skills, no ambition, no determination and no self-worth. But Woodhouse provided the nurturing atmosphere to tell me, yes, I can make people like me, yes, I can achieve my goals, yes, I can work my arse off for nothing right now, but there will be rewards down the line, yes, my personality and skills are worthy of being shared with the public, and yes, I could deal with dickheads in the right way. Whatever life you choose, you're going to meet them. I never felt that way about myself before I came to Woodhouse. And the positive effects the school's had on me have been prominent at every major step that I've taken since. After spending a couple of years in the hotels, I graduated to cruise ships, where I received the formal presentation training and support that finally took me to a professional standard. I built on this for a couple of years and then took a leap of faith in 2012 to follow the career that I'd always been toying with, that of stage hypnotist. Due to time constraints, I will not be showing you any stage hypnosis today, but if you are interested in seeing one of my shows, you can connect with me on social media to find out where I'm performing. My stage name is Ben Dali, D-A-L-I, like Salvador. You can find my website, YouTube channel, Twitter, and Facebook. I've got a couple of gigs coming up in London over the next couple of months. I'm going to go show you one more mind reading effect. I'll do a group effect on you before I tell you a bit more about what I've done in the world of hypnosis. And I'm going to need maybe 7 or 8 people to come and help me out. If you want it, just walk up on stage. That'll do nicely, thank you. Stand on a nice line for you. Come up, come up, come up! Hey, come up! Stand on a nice line. Nice straight line right here. In line with me, please. Thank you very much. And stop. Alright, these 10 lovely volunteers are the Fellowship of the Ring. They are filthy little hobbitses. Valentina here is going to be my Bilbo Baggins. And I'll be Gollum. Could you all hold that one hand on me, please? Valentina, I'm giving you my one ring of power, my precious. Your job, I'm going to face the back of the stage, is to put the ring in one of the 10 hands, yours included. When the ring's in one hand, all of you are going to close your hands up. I'm then going to come back and try and work out from the way you're behaving who I believe does not have the ring, and hopefully eliminate 9 empty hands and be left with my one ring of power. So wait till I'm at the back. In fact, I'll wrap myself in this curtain in case people think I'm peeking. Put it in one hand, then all hands closed. Wait till I give you the go-ahead. Make sure you walk all the way up the line in case people think I can judge from footsteps. And let me know when you're ready for me. We good? Cool. Okay, I'll come down the line. Just tell me your name each, please. I've got Valentina, Fedumo, got Abby, Tarek, Simon, yeah? Didam. What's your name? Hassan, Talia, Renee. Okay. Won't remember all of that. Let's see what we've got so far. So I'll tell you what I'm seeing, who I think is worth eliminating early on. So I'm going to eliminate empty hands, and that tends to be the people who are trying to make it look as though they don't have the ring. So who's trying them? Like, so we've got, what's your name? So Didam. Didam's looking around a bit. Didam looks like she's challenging me a little bit. She's looking around. Oh, no, she's disagreeing with me. She doesn't have the ring open in your hand. So take a seat for me, please. Thank you very much. All right. Valentina, Valentina doesn't strike me as the kind of person who'd hold on to the ring herself. Most people don't. Most people, but it's big attention seekers. People like me who tend to hold it. So, that's not going to be you opening your hand. Seat for me, please. All right. So what we've got. Chatting to your neighbours, usually a good sign that you're relaxed, not focusing too much, not doing too much to control your body language. You don't have the ring open in your hand. Take a seat. All right. Now we're getting on. So whose tactics are changing a little bit? Who's wavering? Who's not sure how to behave? Getting much. Okay. That was. I don't know if anyone spotted that. What's your name again? Simon. Simon. It's like a sigh of frustration, like, oh, does he want the attention? Does he want the comment? Quick chat with him. I'll hold on to you for a moment, Simon. What have we got? Got Louis looking pretty chilled, pretty laid back. Cool. Not much. You cool? You all right? Excellent. Again at the end, could you open your hand up for me, please? Thank you. Take a seat. What are we down? 4 down, 6 left, and Hassan? I'm going to ask you a question. Answer yes or no, tell the truth or lie, up to you. Do you have the ring? Open your hand, it's empty. And you can open yours as well. Thank you. So 4 left. What have we got? I think my money's on Simon at the moment. He's not given me anything to suggest otherwise. Got a couple. But usually I'm getting a bit more emotion, a bit more jumping around from people. People adapt their tactics a little bit, but you've all remained quite rigid since the start. There hasn't been any big changes. How's your chewing gum, or are you just faking? Can you have fun? Take a seat. What was your name? Vidumo, Simon and Louis, right? I'll ask you all the questions, say yes or no, tell the truth or lie, up to you. Vidumo, do you have the ring? Who has the ring? Simon, do you have the ring? Louis, do you have the ring? One of them's a liar. I don't think it's Vidumo. Open your hand for me, take a seat. Thank you. So who's lying and who's honest? Same question again, answer the same or differently, up to you, Simon. Do you have the ring? Louis, do you have the ring? Change from Louis. Now they're both lying or both telling the truth, but I don't think Woodhouse tends to breed liars. So they're both telling the truth, that hand is empty. Psychology is amazing, right? So stage hypnosis is something I've always been interested in. I knew that I had the right background for it with my psychology degree, mind reading, game show presentation, and a few years writing stand-up comedy. It always felt like I had the key ingredients that go into the recipe that makes up a hypnotist. So I went on a weekend course with a hypnotist, picked up the basics, spent a couple of weeks practicing on friends, writing sketches, then started performing my show within 6 weeks of learning. That was about 3.5 years ago. My show, by the way, is called Strictly Come Trancing. Well, I like it anyway. In the past 3 years, I've performed in social clubs and theatres across the country, done corporate work for Google, performed in Bahrain at the Formula 1 circuit. Bahraini? Excellent. Been to the Formula 1 circuit? It's cool up there. A couple of weeks ago I performed for a Saudi Arabian sheikh in the Seychelles. I've read the minds successfully of Ian McKellen and hypnotised Union J. You can find it on YouTube. And last year I was the only hypnotist performing at Edinburgh Fringe Festival. Strictly Come Trancing had a very successful first run there. I'll be taking it back this August as well, along with a variety act I'm putting together at the moment with all my skills, including mind reading, comedy sketches and musical performances. The entertainment industry is exciting, it's frustrating, it's unpredictable, but there is no other business that I would rather be in. And I have Woodhouse to thank for setting me off in this direction. This is the ideal place to build the foundations for what you want to do. And for you all now, that time is over, but it doesn't have to stay in the past. You can still honour the 2 years you spent here by letting your future grow out of it. I had some really, really great times at Woodhouse. I got to pick my subjects, my friends, my hobbies, and how to divide my time. It acted as the perfect bridge between secondary school and university. It's the first time that I mixed with girls of the same age on a permanent basis. First time I could gravitate towards people with similar interests. First times getting drunk and having unpredictable weekends without the standard Street Fighter, chocolate and Smash Hits magazine. The friendship group which I developed here has remained mostly intact for the last 12 years. While I've drifted from some of my closer friends, bonds have strengthened with others a generation later, and at least a dozen of my closest friends that I see regularly are all Woodhouse. I'm friends with 2 couples who started dating at Woodhouse and since married. Don't clap me, one of them got divorced. Just today, the moment I got out of my car, to the sound of shrieking and screaming and people running up to their friends in slow motion, reminds me just of how I felt at the time when I was shrieking, screaming and running in slow motion. Likewise, my father attended the school 50 years ago, and his main social group remains, to this day, the friends that he met here, some of whom in turn have been married for over 40 years. The college does not just help you form bonds, it gives you the grounding that it takes to maintain them for generations. Must be something in the air around here. And I'm not referring to the secret corner in the bushes across the field known as Amsterdam. The pull that my father felt towards the college after his education was so strong that 12 years ago he joined the Board of Governors and has been its chair for a decade. 50 years after he graduated, 50 years after his own father set up the PTA, Woodhouse is not just a sixth form, it's a part of your life story, a part of your legacy, and make sure that you always remember that. Stay in touch with as many people as you can, because you will find by the time you finish university, some of your friends now will have developed in different directions from you, but other people that you like will become more valuable to you than they currently are. So give as many people as possible the chance to one day cement themselves as a part of your life. Remember, everything that you learn in and out of the classroom, and whatever you want to achieve from university, let the next couple of years shape around that. Be it academic success, hobbies, societies, a bustling social life, or experimenting with everything that comes with the transition to adulthood, so that you are as well prepared as possible for the abyss of life after graduation. Would you like one more mind reading effect? You got time? Cool. I'll take 10 different people up on stage, please. First 10 up. I'm going to do something similar to what we did earlier, but instead of reading you as a group, I'm going to read all 10 of you individually. I'm going to give each of you 10, the chance to best me in a 1 out of 2 lie. So I'm going to give each of you the ring, and you're going to put it in either your left hand or right hand. I'll ask you if it's in one of the hands. Tell the truth or lie, up to you. And I'll try and deduce 10 correct answers. Remember, each one's a 1 in 2 chance. So most of you, if you came up here, it's probably a little more than half of you, because you're intelligent, you've got something to base on. Your guesses won't be completely random. You each have a little more than a 50% chance each time. What's your name, please? Caroline. Put the ring in either hand, left or right, close them both and outstretch them like that. I'm going to turn around and ask you a question, Caroline. Answer yes or no, tell the truth or lie. Is it in your right hand?
Yeah.
Yes, that is a lie. It's in your left hand. Thank you very much. That's 1. But again, 50% of you would get that right. It's a 1 in 2 chance, not particularly impressive. What's your name? Bhavesh. Left or right hand outstretched to both? Done? Okay, Bhavesh. The ring could be in either your left hand or your right hand. Is it in your right hand? It's a lie, in the right hand. 2 out of 2. It's a 1 in 4 chance. Again, a quarter of you. How many have we got? We got 250 or so? About that? Okay. So that would be about, if everyone did this, chances are one of you would probably get 7 in a row. Pandelis. Okay, you ready for me, Pandelis? Pandelis. Is the ring in your left hand? 3rd time in a row, that's a lie. It's in the left hand. 1 in 8 chance. Cool. Okay. Ready for me, Adam? Okay. One of two hands outstretched them both. Were you originally going to put it in your pocket, Adam? Is it now in your right hand? Those are both lies. Left hand. Well, the one that counted was 1 in 16 chance. So that's 4. What's your name? Naima. Ready for me? Okay, outstretch those hands like that for me. Naima. Is the ring in your left hand? Naima, I think you're the first honest person I've met. Right hand? Thank you. Okay. Okay, so 1 in 32 chance that I would get this far. Few of you would also get 5 right in a row. What's your name? Bernard. Take the ring for me, please, Bernard. And hands out. Ready for me? Here we go. And separate them a little bit more. And is it in your right hand, Bernard? Ah. Yeah. Did you take a psychology A level, Bernard? Not a psychology degree, eh? Okay. Bartek, you've got 2 hands. Oh, what's that? You trying to lead me astray, or are you just happy to see me? Bartek. Left hand? Is it in your left hand? Is it in your right hand? Oh. It's in that hand. What's that? 7 in a row, 1 in 250, 1 in 100 and, where are we at? 128. No, 256 we're on. This is for 256. Oh, what's your name? Janan. 2 hands out, Janan. Okay, so this is about the stage where there's only a 50% chance that one of you, if all of you tried it, would get all of them right. It's Banan, was it? Janan. Janan. Sorry, I got mixed up with the last one. Janan. Is the ring in your right hand? Yes, it's in your right hand, you're saying to me? Yeah, oh, no, left hand. Okay. That's 1 in 256. 2 people left. Some of you may be a step ahead. If I get 10 out of 10, the odds of that, bless you, the odds of that getting 10 out of 10 is less than 1 in 1,000. Hi, what's your name? Sabrina. Sabrina. Woo! What, your friend Sabrina? Ready for it?
Sorry.
In the right hand.
Someone said it's in the right hand. I don't know if you saw or not, but I couldn't tell from the voice if he's lying or not. Or if he's trying. I think that was. I'm not even going to ask you. I'm going to interpret. So someone shouts out, "It's in the right hand." That's reverse psychology. It's in the right hand. Yeah.
This isn't the right hand. This is
Oh, hold on. I thought you were in the mirror. I'm going to ignore that idea then. Is it in your right hand? Yes or no?
Yes.
Left hand. Okay. Last up. That's the 1 in 1,000 chance. What's your name? Dimitri, take the ring for me, please. Make this tough on Dimitri.
Put it in your pocket.
Yes, seriously. Dimitri. 10 out of 10 is the ring in your left hand. Oh.
Ignore it.
So there's a lot going on with Dimitri. You're the most tactical of the 10 I've had up here. I think you're trying to throw me off. You're just trying to give conflicting. Is it in your left hand, yes or no? Your right hand. 10 out of 10. It's been a wonderful audience. It's been a delight to tell you about my time here and perform for you. Thank you for having me. And congratulations again on your A-levels. I sincerely wish you the best of luck with every endeavour you undertake. If any of you would like to talk to me about entertainment or anything else, or the show which I'll be on in a couple of weeks, if you want any info on that, you can find me on Facebook or Twitter at Ben Dali Hypno. That's Ben D-A-L-I Hypno. Drop me a message. Just one more piece of advice before I leave you. However you end up spending your life, please do try to hold as many memories of Woodhouse as you can. I have no doubt this was a seminal time in your lives, as it was for me. Its influence will echo through you throughout generations. So always pay tribute to this fantastic educational establishment which has helped shape you and will continue to throughout the years. I'm Ben, thank you. So,